You believe you get hurt because the world is cruel, because you have bad luck, or because your heart is too open for a world like this. But the real reason has almost nothing to do with them. The real reason is a pattern, a story you've been living, a script you mistake for kindness, for being a good person. You bend, you accommodate, you give the benefit of the doubt, and you are the one who's left feeling unseen, disrespected, and broken. This isn't bad luck. The brutal reason you keep getting hurt is that you have allowed your peace to be negotiated. You've put your own well-being up for debate, and you've let others cast the deciding vote. And today, we're going to expose the hidden ways you abandon yourself, and we will learn how to build a foundation so solid, so real, that no one can ever shake it again. Not by building walls, but by coming home to yourself. The lie you believed. Let's start with the lie that has kept you in this cycle. The lie is this: they hurt me. And yes, the initial event, the sting, it comes from the outside. But the wound that lingers for weeks, months, even years, the one that becomes part of your identity, that comes from what you do next. It comes from the moment you abandon yourself in response to what they did. It's not their action that truly breaks you. It's the story you tell yourself afterward, that you are unworthy, that you did something wrong. You internalize their rejection until it feels like a reflection of your soul. You silence your own anger, your own sadness, to make more space for their reality. The world you experience becomes a mirror of how you treat yourself. This is what it means for your peace to be negotiable. Your inner calm depends on their approval. Your worth depends on them choosing you. You have handed the remote control for your own heart to someone else, and you are surprised when they keep changing the channel. The psychiatrist Carl Jung spoke of this journey, the journey of becoming whole. He understood that pain is not something to be avoided, but something to be understood. He saw suffering as a summons, a call from your own soul to come back into alignment. That recurring ache isn't a sign that you're broken. It's a signal. It's a messenger. And the message is this: you have been leaving yourself behind. The real work isn't to find people who will never hurt you. That is impossible. The work is to stop abandoning yourself when they do. The hidden ways you abandon yourself. So how does this self-abandonment happen? It's quiet. It disguises itself as love, as patience, as generosity. Let's unmask 3 of these patterns you have mistaken for kindness. Pattern 1, the compulsive yes. This is deeper than just people-pleasing. It's a survival strategy. You learned somewhere in your past that keeping others happy was the path to safety, to love, to peace. And now that yes comes not from a place of real desire, but from a deep fear of what will happen if you say no. Every time you say yes to something that drains you, yes to a standard that violates your soul, you are choosing their comfort over your own truth. It's not an act of kindness. It's a transaction born of fear. You are saying, I will sacrifice my own needs to manage your opinion of me. And in doing this, you show them that your needs are not as important as theirs. Pattern 2, the emotional discount. This one is more subtle. It is the habit of downplaying your own feelings to make reality softer for someone else. It sounds like this: it's not a big deal, but I'm probably just overreacting, but it's fine. Don't worry. When you discount your feelings, you send a message, first to them, but more importantly, to yourself. My emotional reality is not valid. You think you are being mature, but you are abandoning your own feelings before anyone else even has the chance to. Over time, this makes it impossible to trust your own inner voice. You've told it again and again that its signals don't matter. And so you feel unseen because you are the first one who refuses to see yourself. Pattern 3. The boundary apology. This is perhaps the most brutal of all. It happens when you finally find the courage to protect yourself and then you apologize for it. It sounds like, I'm so sorry, but I can't. I feel terrible asking, but I need. I know this is an inconvenience. But apologizing for a boundary is like building a fence and then leaving the gate wide open. It tells the other person that you feel guilty for protecting yourself, that you believe you do not have the right to take up space, to have needs, to be safe. It is a betrayal of the self at the final moment. It teaches others that your boundaries are not real, that they can be dismantled with just a little push. The path to non-negotiable peace. So how do you stop this? How do you go from being hurt again and again to becoming untouchable? Being untouchable doesn't mean you are cold or hard. It doesn't mean people won't try to hurt you. They will. It means your core, your worth, your inner peace is no longer accessible to them. It cannot be touched. It is no longer up for negotiation. Here is how you begin. Actionable step 1. Practice the sacred pause. When you are faced with a request or a conflict, your programming is to react from that old place of self-abandonment. Your mission is to interrupt the program. The sacred pause is the space between the event and your response. Before you answer, before you discount your feelings, before you apologize for a boundary, just pause. Take one breath, and in that quiet, ask yourself one question. What do I truly need right now? Not what would keep the peace, not what would make me seem like a good person. What do I need? At first, the answer may be silent. You have been ignoring this question for a lifetime. But the act of asking begins to rewire everything. The pause is where you stop leaving yourself behind and start choosing yourself. Actionable step 2. Become the validator of your story. So much of our pain comes from wanting the person who hurt us to acknowledge it, to validate it. This is like asking a thief to confirm that a robbery happened. They have a vested interest in denying your reality. You must be the primary validator of your own experience. Your feelings are not for debate. They are not right or wrong. They just are. If you feel disrespected, then you feel disrespected. You don't need their agreement for your truth to be real. Let this become your anchor. When the old urge to downplay your feelings comes, tell yourself silently, my feelings are valid. My perception is real. I don't need permission to feel this. This is a revolutionary act of self-loyalty. It is how you take back the pen. Actionable. Step 3. Look at your shadow. Carl Jung taught that our shadow contains the parts of ourselves we deny our fears, but also our power. So often, what triggers us in other people is a reflection of a part of ourselves we have disowned. If you are constantly hurt by people you see as selfish, the work isn't just to judge them. It's to ask, where have I denied my own healthy needs? Where have I abandoned myself so completely that someone else honoring their own needs feels like an attack? If you are hurt by people who are demanding, ask, where have I silenced my own right to ask for what I want? Look at your triggers with curiosity. They are clues. They are showing you the parts of yourself you have left behind. By facing these parts, you become more whole, and the triggers lose their power because you are no longer fighting a war inside yourself. The brutal truth is this: getting hurt is not just something that happens to you. It is a process you have been an unknowing participant in. You get hurt when you make your peace negotiable. You become untouchable when you decide your inner peace is not. This is not a quick fix. It is a practice, a moment-by-moment choice to choose yourself, to pause, to validate your own story, to own all parts of who you are, to stop apologizing for your own existence. This is the journey home to yourself. And when you are truly home, no one can ever make you feel homeless again.